iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Let's go.
Yeah, fit does.
And Pelamand,
Yeah, my busy fit does.
yeah,
I need to 12.
yeah, it does.
It does.
Yeah, I know
And
that.
I see. I don't pendulum ngapaya.
Society in the land. By the way, thank you very much for joining us, guys. Joseph Makhanya will join us later on tonight for the Pirates and Baroga game. He had a speaking arrangement or engagement at the University of Johannesburg. Remember that he has a new book out. It's called Get On Ninja, so we were speaking there as well. So shout out to him.
Shout out to you.
Yo, Emmanuel, how do we start and where do we start, man? Like, Sundowns 6. And in the last 7 games, they've scored 28 goals. They've had 3 results of 5-0, 6-0, and 6-0. Peter Shalulile has 21 goals. He has broken Sebonga Nomveta's 10-year record of being the only player to score 20 league goals in a season for the past 10 years. He is 4 goals away from equaling Collins Mbesuma's record of 25 goals in a league season. He scored a hat-trick today. Mamelodi Sundowns, we are on the risk or at the risk of sounding like broken records. Same thing every day. How do you assess what we saw today from the lack of fight, from golden arrows to clinicism, Sundowns, all of their goals almost in the 6-yard box, most of them?
For the mere fact, Chris to viewership,
Yes,
for the mere fact, with Bafika Lapa, Korea Lapa, then it tells you about dynamics teams. They are pushing movement right and getting a ball right areas. You check the whole season, we counted about maybe 12 to 14 goals our Corel. 6-yard box. Then it tells you the striker is constantly fed. The striker knows what to expect from our teammates. Our teammates they know what to expect from the striker. He's one player who is hardworking. Apart from him scoring as well, he's hardworking. He never stops running. All the time, he's always an option. He's always an option to finish off what they've started. You can also tell the way how much they enjoy a corner to save him. And they are also pushing him. We get to a certain number of goals, break the records. Last week we saw him scoring 3. Gwazo Rome was shot 2 weekend against Summerfield. Then Guza, Ushaila foot. So also you check Ama strikers, they are constantly fed all the time. That is why they are not lacking creativity around Bonoba. Abumshishi, they make sure they produce a element of creativity all the time. Even Charlie is a deep lying midfielder, he produces element of creativity. George yes to produce element of creativity. So it means much more striker, you are surrounded by creativity. So why not with Melo Prekama records? Which is something we constantly blaming our strikers they are not scoring.
Why are they
goals.
not getting to 20 goals?
But we are not blaming our players, our midfielders,
creators around them.
Creators around them. It becomes easier as a striker, whereby you know the whole team will be working behind me now so that at least I can score more goals. But if you check, golden arrows, they also try to maybe push a bit higher, push a bit higher, which exposed a bit of space. First 2 goals, it was I feel they were not supposed to be scored like that because of a massive place. I mean,
you would think it's a matter of picking up.
Exactly.
Pick up your man. Don't give him space to get something free.
That's why you question leadership from a move. We're talking about international. We're talking about international. I mean organization. It gives you a chance to organize and set up your team better. You check a first goal.
I think he let them down Ukumete in one of the goals. where he came
out. It's the first goal. It's the first goal.
It's the first goal.
It's the first goal. George, we saw George maybe begging upon.
He looked confused.
Looked confused. Maybe was communicating upon the Polanali. While pushing la paya, Libusa, while Buisa, Sirino finish. So that is why you can't be a professional team based in Korwaganjalo and Jiganjalo. But you look at the corner kick, Noguti, the point la header corner the whoop. I mean, if ever as a header ipola go the lowest point, then it tells you also an organization. It's poor organization.
Yeah.
So coach tried to maybe we fix some from first half the motion. We try to fix how to fire in. So as they were committing a man numbers, but sometimes more if you are playing against a well-oiled team, if you are committing a numbers foot, you are bound to be less on the back and also be exposed because if you become vulnerable in the same move. Numerically, you've committed a numbers, you are lacking. So it means a transition at least a bit quicker, which is something difficult if you are faced with this kind of opposition.
You were
quality, right? Their quality also now.
You were a bit critical of Coach Seema.
Yeah.
Where do you think this puts him in terms of his standing psyche on the team, considering he came there to a club which had finished 4th place under Mandla Ncikazi last season? I don't think they lost too many players. Unsako Makobela, yes, left, but I can't think of too many of them. Knox is still there. Some of their best performers are still there. Osibisi are still there as well. Where does this put him, Coach Seema, now this season? Do you think he stays there? Next season is still there?
It puts him to danger. I feel obviously in South Africa we always look to for your next choose but if you compare it from last season to this season, I mean it's same players. It's only he lost to Pirates. So it's same players. So it means you couldn't continue what was built. You couldn't maybe get it right. You couldn't maybe make sure he gets the energy levels going. But at the end of the day, if you getting a team that finished maybe go number 4, number 5, figure when we get this number 9. Already it means you team already should be bullied. So I feel with Meji, if ever decide with Mkosha, then it will be something that's based on a result.
The number of goals as we wrap up then for Mopeda Shalulile, I've been saying this to a lot of people that Andile Jali is my player of the season. However, just on the sheer number of goals and the records broken, 10-year record, Kasiyabanga Nomvete, who was a teammate at Swallows, it's broken today. And we're happy about that, of course, because we've been crying out for a 20-goal league scorer for the past 10 years. So we get to see that today, a record-breaking day. He will go on to score 2 or 3 more goals in the last 5 games, obviously. So that means he may get to 24 up to 25 goals in a season, which could break equal the record. Maybe the question I'm trying to ask is, does it swing it in his favor? Who is your player of the season based on how the league is turning out to be now in the last 6-7 matches?
Also, obviously, these are records they've been standing there for a long time. So I would also love to see him breaking more records as well, and also maybe as I change Linda all the time is strikers which are under 11 goals,
13 goals,
12
goals.
goals. So we have a player who's scoring goals. So if he has to be given a mark, let it be so. Also not forgetting Charlie, how he performed with season throughout the season. Maybe you might get players player of the season. Maybe players as I'm voting, but also rightfully so. If ever Shalulile breaks Lama records, Agambe Suma, long-standing records, let him be given the accolade of football of the season.
All right, there you go. That's Mamelodi Sundowns, Golden Arrows. I suppose when we woke up this morning to come and cover Mamelodi Sundowns and Golden Arrows, we expected one result. That was Mamelodi Sundowns winning. What we did not anticipate was that they were going to win by 6 goals to 0. It was a training session. Really, men versus boys. Well done, Mamelodi Sundowns. Commiserations to Golden Arrows. iDiskiTV, iDiskiTimes, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching.